rage like real. I ain't taking L's in Madden all year.
Yo. What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So today's vid, I want to show you guys this nice bomb play that's found in this spread formation in the Falcons playbook. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So like I said, I'm in the Atlanta Falcons offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Atlanta Falcons offensive playbook. Now, CFL, currently recording, I'm recording this way in advance. So it's December 29th, the day I'm recording this. And as of today, we still are looking for people for CFL. Now, this could change. This video should drop on about the 3rd or 4th, I believe, of January. So it could change from now till then. So if you are interested in joining the CFL, please make sure that you go on my website, allthingsmadden.com. The link is in the description of this video. You want to go there, click on All Things Madden tab, go to the CFL section. Make sure you sign up for the free CFL, and you'll get a Discord link when you sign up. And then you'll want to join in the Discord. Make sure you check the pinned messages when you join, and you'll see all the information to join into our league. So make sure you hop on that if you're on current gen PS4. Now, I also have ebooks on my website, so if you're interested in any ebooks at all, maybe you like this formation, maybe you like another formation, you can actually request the formation if you don't see what you're looking for on my ebook section, and that'll be in the personal ebook section. So I have about 14 different ebooks that's in the ebook section, and if you want a formation, just go to my personal ebook and request it. So that's how that works. All right, with all that out the way, let's go on and dive right into this video. So I'm using the Jags, and it's because, for those guys that might not know, when I give you guys gameplay, I try to use a different team every single time. So this is why I'm using the Jags, okay? So I'm trying to go for my first win with the Jags. I actually tried this in the past with the Jags. I actually lost that game. So now, you know, trying to see if we can win another one. But anyways, I wanted to show you the bomb, and I want to talk about personnel. So personnel, we're going to put our fastest receiver right here and our second fastest right here. Now, Zay Jones technically is in the second. It would be Calvin Ridley. But for this video purpose, I'm not going to be flipping the play and showing you from the other side. I may, you know what, I don't know yet. So we'll just set it up just in case I decide to. So personnel, you just want your two fastest receivers on the outside and your two best route runners to go, you know, in the slot position. So that's all that matters with personnel. Now, gun spread can be found in a lot of different playbooks. Now, the reason I like the Falcons is simply because they have this play, which I'm going over today, which is FL Cross, and they also have this post play. Both of these are really great plays. Both of them can destroy man coverage. Both of them are good at beating zone. And we have a post coming from both sides of the field, so we can run a post to the right side of the field, or we can run a post from the left side of the field, which means that they're going to have a really hard time playing man coverage against you, which is why I like this. But what we're going to do is take a look at FL Cross, and in the gameplay, you know, I'll go over everything, and you know, you guys know how I do for gameplays. If you don't know, just stick around, okay? So what I'm going to do is come out and cover for drop. Now, what I'm going to do is back the ball up, and the good thing about this play is, like I said, if you want the ebook, you can actually technically bomb this play from both sides. Not with this particular play, but you could bomb cover 4 drop, and you can bomb cover 2, and that's what I'm gonna be talking about in today's video. Now, the good thing about this is that you don't need to do much to bomb it. Now, what I love to do is either A, I will take triangle, I will just throw him on a hitch, or B, let me reset the play. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually take triangle right here and I'll put him on an in route, and then I'll actually motion him across. Now, this is only so I can actually just have a smoke and mirrors, because what's going to happen is the user is going to follow these two routes right here, and that's going to open the way for our circle to get open. So normally I would double team that guy out there, and you just kind of want to step up, you want to drift this way, and then, as you can tell, it's going to just be bombs away. That's how it works, and we're going to be able to bomb it literally every single time for cover 4 drop. Now, I want to go on replay, just kind of show you why I like this setup and why I chose this one in particular. So the reason why I chose this setup is because what's going to happen is, not on the running back, excuse me. What's going to happen is the user is going to be right here on this hook curl, or he's going to be on this hook right here. So what's going to end up happening is that he's going to have to either play this route, or he's going to have to play this route right here. So you have options just in case you don't like something. And also, sometimes you can even throw this right here. So if you're standing in the pocket and you want to deliver that, you definitely can. Because this flat route by the running back is going to widen out that purple, or any type of hard flat is going to widen it out. So you're going to have this gap right here. Unless they have a vertical hook, that's the only thing that'll stay in this gap. If they don't have that, you're good. Now, right here, like I said, you can dump this if you want. You could wait and get this. Now, the reason this works is because this route is ran too deep for them to register that they need to cover that, and that's why they just don't react. And what's going to happen is that it's a foot race between this safety and your receiver. So if this is your fastest receiver, you should win that matchup 10 out of 10 times, okay? So that's how that works. Now, what I'm going to do here is want to show you we are in cover 4 drop. Now, what I want to do next is actually show you a different setup. So another thing you can do, well, actually, I'll show you the one I showed you. So you don't have to motion anybody if you don't want to. I just want to make sure you understand that. So I like to run it like this, simply just so I can have a triangle read if I want one. And then you can tell I threw that way too late. I was actually reading the left side of the field at the bottom, but it's a timing based throw for sure. So actually, I'm kind of glad that happened. So I want to show you again that it is definitely a timing based throw. So you want to watch circle, and then as soon as he passes him up, you want to go ahead and throw that. Now it's only close because I'm throwing it a tad bit too early, but literally it's a timing based play. And I'll show you one more time before I talk about a cover 2 bomb, and then we're gonna hop right into gameplay. But by far my favorite setup with this is just take a triangle, put them on the in route, motion them across, because with this offense we're going to use a lot of motion. So that's why I said I love the motion, and your opponent's not going to know this play is coming, and you're going to have a pretty nice one play touchdown. So right there is perfect timing, even though they just let them make a play. But like I said, it's a speed based thing, at least with cover 4 drop. Now I do want to show you flip, because I did say I'll show you and I almost forgot to. The good thing about it is not many people move whenever you flip it, but the problem is that they do move. So it's not one of those smooth formations, if that makes sense. So we're going to still take them, motion the same way. And again, it's just so good because, like I said, we can flip it, and this is why you want to put your fastest receiver on the outside. You see, you can even step up, and right there, I just got to throw out a sack. But I'll go into replay for a second just to show you. Now, it's not going to be a long, drawn-out replay. I just need to show you that he did get open. But by far, my favorite way to run it is with the post coming from the right side. I feel like it gets open a lot faster because I feel like from the left side, it just takes a little too long to get open. I don't know why, but they take a little bit too long. But you can tell we glitched both of these out, and you just want to drift to the right in the pocket. Now I just tried stepping up, and I was going to slide to the right, but then I seen this disengage, so I just had to hurry up and let it go. But normally you don't want to just either step up and then roll right, or you can step back. You can step back and drift right, but you're going to need more time because for some reason they just, they take too long to guard him. But anyways, I want to talk about cover 2, bomb and cover 2, and then I want to hop right into gameplay. So, do I have to spy anybody? Actually, I want to spy somebody, and I only want to do it just so I don't have to keep running this play over and over again. But the good thing about this play is that you don't have to do anything, and it bombs cover 2. All right, I just want you to see that you don't have to do anything if you don't want to with this play. So just kind of watch. You just need a lot of time for it to happen to where you can bomb cover 2. Now that's only if they aren't playing zone drops, okay? And you probably think at real, there's no way you're gonna have that much time in the pocket. But what I need you to understand is that most people are gonna play zone drops. Now I don't have zone drops on, so watch what happens. Notice how he gets beat up. He gets rerouted outside. And then, it really messes up the timing of this throw. So I want to kind of show you this again, but I want to show you what happens. What I'm going to do here, I'm a baseline, and I'm going to shade over the top. Now, this means that nobody should actually get touched, and I want you to watch how much faster it progresses, okay? So just kind of pay attention how they don't touch him, and then we're able to throw this ball just a tad bit faster. Even though he still got rerouted outside, that's just what cloud coverages are supposed to do, or real life, they're supposed to reroute the number 1 outside. So another thing you also can try, which does help sometimes on baseline again to get that guy back. But what you can do is actually take X, you can put him on in route and smart route it, and this way it should actually glitch out that mid read a little bit faster. So notice how now when we do it that way, that post actually came open just a little bit more faster. So tons of options right there. Don't want to make this long and drawn out, but let's go in and hop right into the gameplay. All right, so right here, we are matched up against the Saints, and what I can say is that this game is extremely weird. Not weird, but you'll see. I'll kind of explain as the game goes along, but honestly, one of the teams I hate playing the most is the Saints. They seem to be my Achilles heel here for some reason, but the Saints, they actually are a really good team in Madden, but they're terrible in real life this year, and it hurts me to say that because this year, I mean not this year, but I'm a Saints fan, so this year we haven't been doing good. So it hurts me to say that we've been terrible this year, but on Madden, this is one of the best teams on Madden, and it's only because of their defense and their they have so much speed on defense, and they have a great defensive line, and that's why people love using the Saints. Now, their offense is good if you know how to use them, okay? And my opponent knew how to use his offense, so you guys aren't going to see any offense here. Now, I'm going to explain the game, explain stuff. So right now, I was just kind of moving personnel because you guys know Cam Jordan is a menace, and I needed to put my best offensive lineman on that side just to have a little bit more time in the pocket. But the reason the Saints offense is okay, you literally have to run the ball a lot, and you have to hit your dinks and dunks. This is not a, offense. You can't run spread with the Saints, if that makes sense. It's just not what their offense is built on. So anyways, my opponent, he really just ran the ball a lot, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But you guys can see why playing the Saints is actually really tough, because their D-line is really good, and Demario Davis is a menace, so it's really hard to run the ball. Right there, you can tell he doesn't even have a star, but I forget how to pronounce his name, but dude just got an instant shed on me with the user in the D-line. Like I said, he knew what he was doing with the Saints, so I knew this was going to be a pretty tough game. Most of the time, when people use their D-lineman, it's going to be a good thing, but he was switching from D-line to user, so that tells me he was trying to user the D-line when he felt like I was going to run the ball. Or right here, like I said, just look at how much time I have in the pocket. So these plays, it really makes it tough when somebody's rushing forward and they're actually user rushing, and they actually have a great defensive line with a pretty fast secondary. So like I said, you can tell right there, literally Demario Davis cutting up. Normally, that's a good defense to run the ball against whenever they crowd the line, because normally it means that you're going to have a single block, and there's going to be a lane that opens up almost every time. It's right there. We do end up hitting the lane, and then we're going to get a little fortunate animation, and we're going to be off to the races. So we are going to go ahead and tie the ball game up. So look at how much time passed. So we were actually in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and now it's 22 seconds left in the second. So you can kind of tell just what type of player this guy is, and he did all that, to kick a field goal. So when I tell you guys, he literally chewed clock, ran the ball, threw the ball. It's one of my Achilles heel to play. So if you ever want to have a chance, I'm not gonna say have a chance like I'm just that good or something, but if you want the best chance to beat me, literally just chew clock and run the ball out of just who knows what formation. And there's really almost nothing you can do, just because in current gen Madden, I don't know about next gen, but current gen animations are still wild. They're still letting people fall forward. Doesn't matter how many people's in front of him, they're just gonna kind of bully and they're gonna bully one guy, and they're not gonna let another guy make an animation, and it's a lot of foolishness, basically. So right here, I really wasn't square, but he used that safety, which was really smart by him. So I just went ahead and dumped it down, and at this point, I know I have to score. So there's no way I can't walk out here with points because of the type of person that I'm playing. Basically, if I don't score every play, I lose. Not every play, Jesus. If I don't score every drive, then I'm probably going to lose from the way he was playing. But I didn't want to show you guys defense because I didn't want this being a defensive video or a long drawn out video. So right here, one thing I do want to say with the offense is you guys might not notice it, but I've actually been basing everything out of one play, and I think that's the best way to run this offense with the Falcons playbook, is to base everything out of this smash play. So if you guys are interested in ebook, that's what most of it will be, is basing things out of this smash play, because this smash play is really good. Now, I had triangle, but I was looking at square, and I noticed that nobody was out there, so I wanted the for sure dot, and I wanted to actually waste a little time as well. So wanted to make sure I got in field goal range, got all those out the way. And thankfully, my opponent didn't block that, because he did know the field goal glitch, but thankfully he just didn't block it. I don't know why, but it made me nervous to do it. But this play right here, so this is the little outside zone, and just look at this dude. So I don't know who he is, but I don't think nobody can block this man. Like literally, I don't think nobody can block him, and it's frustrating whenever they have a 3-down lineman in front and you can't run the ball, and you're running a run play that should exploit the 3-down lineman in front. One of the most, I'm not gonna say one of the most, but it's just real frustrating. Now this right here is a great man beater and zone beater play, and I'll break this play down more if you wanted the ebook on it, but essentially you can run it versus every single coverage, whether it's man or zone. So I love to alternate between that play and this smash play, and you guys are going to be able to see all the setups that I really like. So right here, I'm trying to decide exactly what I want to do. So I decided to motion this guy over. Now I'm actually looking at a flood concept on the right side, but I left triangle on a route so it can distract the user. So I want the user to go follow him. And it's right here. Look at this. He's on his D tackle right now. I know I had X, I did see square, but he was on the D tackle, and I'm like, Trevor Lawrence should be able to outrun this D tackle, and he just literally does not, So I don't know if it's because he's tired. I see he was yellow on my screen, but I don't really know, but that actually did frustrate me because I knew I had the dot, but I just figured I could outrun the guy. But yeah, so we paid for it dearly. So right here, it's the same cover 4 drop bomb that I showed you, because I noticed he's been running cover 4 drop a whole lot for like the last 3 plays. And I was like, okay, well, he should be in cover 4 drop again. So kind of watch what happens. So this is exactly how we draw it up, right? Everything's how we want it, and we get it under pressure inaccurate. And that's basically going to be the downfall. So thankfully, we do end up with the ball back with some time left. Now, notice, like I said, we got third quarter. Now, he did score pretty fast, so that's why it's 17-10. So at this point, I have to score as fast as I can, right? Because I have to get this ball back, and I have to score, right? Because technically, that was my first turnover where I didn't get any points, so that's why I am down 7. And like I said, he's still playing cover 4 drop, so I decided to set up a different one to where I don't need to motion anybody, just to throw him off. And all I needed was time. And then of course, you seen circles about to get open, so, and he was using a D lineman, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't even aware that I was about to bomb him again. So that's why I went hurry up offense, because normally I don't like going hurry up offense, but I figured since he probably didn't see the bomb coming, that I was good. And of course, I was right. He didn't see it coming. And that's what happens when you don't get a pressure inaccurate. And that's what I was trying to explain to you in practice mode. So right there, that's actually going to end it. So notice how much time was left. It actually was in the third quarter, like a minute and something left. And I literally did not see the ball back the entire game. Literally, I didn't see it back. He got the ball in third quarter. It was like a minute left. And he milked the clock, ran the ball, milked the clock, ran the ball, milked the clock. And then I ended up quitting out right before he actually kicked the game-winning field goal, because it was about 5 seconds left in the fourth, and he was already in field goal range. So I just quit. And it didn't make sense to even show you that, because it was just him running the ball and then me quitting out. So that's why I decided just to end it right there. But anyways, it really is a fun offense. Didn't get the win, unfortunately, but great game to my opponent. But it is what it is, you know. Sometimes that's all it takes, is just one mistake and, you know, one unfortunate thing, and that decides the game. But anyways, I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.